Hi everyone! Welcome back with me, Kiki Amelia Putri. You can call me Kiki or Amel, but most people usually just call me Kiki. So this video is made to fulfill an assignment for the intensive English camp or English course with Miss Chandra. In this video, I want to share my point of view on several topics that are close to my life. I will talk about a movie I really like, social issues, education, music, and also the influence of AI. So first, I want to talk about a movie I really like, or my favorite movie is Harry Potter. Let's get started!
The Harry Potter series is one of the most popular fantasy stories in the world. It was originally written by J.K. Rowling and consists of 7 books. The 7 books were adapted into 8 movies because the last book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, was divided into 2 parts. So overall, Harry Potter has 7 book series and 8 movies, not season like a TV series but continuous movie franchise. Personally, I really love the Harry Potter movies, especially Harry Potter the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is the 3rd movie. Actually, I also like the 7th movie, but the 3rd one is my absolute favorite. The reason why I love Harry Potter 3 so much is because the atmosphere feels darker, more mature, and more emotional. The story is not only about magic and adventure, but also about fear, trauma, and understanding the past. In this movie, Harry starts to learn about his parents, himself, and the truth behind Sirius Black. From my point of view, Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban show strong character development. Harry is no longer just a child. He begins to face his emotions and struggles. The movie teaches us that not everything we hear is true, and sometimes the people we fear are not actually the villains. When it comes to character, I have to admit that Draco Malfoy is my favorite visually, because he is very handsome. However, if we talk about personality and story, I still prefer Harry Potter himself. Even though I like Harry, there are moments when I feel a bit annoyed with him. Sometimes, he takes a long time to make decisions, and he can be a bit slow in acting. But at the same time, that makes him more human and realistic because not everyone can always be brave and decisive. Another interesting thing about Harry Potter is the difference between the books and the movies. Some scenes in the movies are different from the books, and some details are simplified or even removed. The characters are also portrayed differently. For example, Hermione Granger in the books is described as having busy hair, large front teeth, and an awkward appearance, especially the early story. She is very smart but sometimes insecure. In the movies, Hermione is shown as more confident and visually polished compared to the book version. This difference makes the movies easier to watch, but sometimes they also change how we imagine the characters from the books. In conclusion, Harry Potter is more than just a fantasy story for me. It teaches friendship, courage, loyalty, and self-discovery. That is why Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban remains my favorite because it feels deep, emotional, and meaningful.
Next, I want to talk about a social issues, which is flooding in South Kalimantan. Let's get started.
Another important issue is flooding in South Kalimantan. In 2021, South Kalimantan experienced a very severe flood. It happened during the pandemic, which made the situation even worse. Many people lost their homes, access to clean water, and livelihoods. Unfortunately, flooding didn't stop there. At the end of 2025 until early January this year, floods happened again. This time, the floods were influenced by heavy rainfall and tidal flooding, especially because it is still the rainy season. In my opinion, floods in South Kalimantan are not only caused by natural factors, but also by environmental damage, land use change, and poor water management. This issue needs serious attention, long-term solution, and cooperation between the government and society.
Alright, next topic, we talk about education, especially why English should be taught from kindergarten. Why? Let's get started.
I strongly believe that English should be taught from the kindergarten. Children have a strong ability to absorb language at a young age. Teaching English early doesn't mean forcing them to memorize grammar, but introducing simple words, songs, and composition. By learning English from an early age, children can build confidence, better pronunciation, and global awareness. In today's world, English is an important tool for education, technology, and communication.
Okay, before we talk about the last topic, I want to talk about something more personal, which is my favorite music.
I actually love many genre and artists, such as Just Atlantic, Arctic Monkeys, Daniel Caesar, Nicki, Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, One Direction, Lani, SZA, Frank Ocean, Back to Earth, The Weeknd, 17, and Cigarette After Sex. But if I have to choose my top 3, they are number 1 is Lani, number 2 is Just Atlantic, and number 3, Daniel Caesar. And my all-time favorite song is You by Lani. The song feels very personal and calming. Music helps me express emotion, heal, and feel understood, especially during stressful times.
And now, lastly, I want to talk about the influence of AI in my life.
Talk about AI. For me, AI has a big influence in my life. It really helps me with learning, finding information, managing tasks, and improving my skills. However, I believe that AI is just a tool. Everything goes back to ourselves. If we use AI wisely, it can help us grow. But if we depend on AI too much, we may lose our ability to think critically and creatively. So, I think balance is the key.
Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.